Loss, love, and legacy come vividly to life on stage in a powerful production. Hamnet reimagines the world behind one of history's greatest storytellers in a deeply emotional way. Joining us now from American Conservatory Theater are Kemi-Bo and Rory Alexander, here to share the story behind this stunning production. Kemi-Bo and Rory, welcome to Live in the Bay.
Thank you.
Hi.
Yes, thank you so much for being here. We're so happy to have you. And for anyone that doesn't know, I want to start with, tell me the story of Hamnet, for anyone that's not familiar.
Well, Hamnet, this stage production, is the adaptation of Maggie O'Farrell's 2020 book, which sort of reimagines the life that Shakespeare had sort of before he became William Shakespeare. And we get to meet his family. And I play Agnes Hathaway, who married Shakespeare, and they had a family together. So it really sort of just dramatizes that part of his life and the sort of sad demise of their son called Hamnet. And from that, how we imagine that Shakespeare went on to write the play Hamlet, and sort of using grief, I suppose, to tell that story.
Yes, and I want to, take a deep dive into your character. So, Rory, I'll bring you in. Playing William, what is it like for you to step into this role every night?
Zero pressure. He was probably quite a smart fella, and he comes with this sort of cultural cachet behind him, so everyone knows who he is and the sort of length and breadth of his work. So in one way that's great, because it feels like the sort of pinnacle of people that you could go out and portray. On the other hand, it's kind of just about being opposite someone on stage and working out what the mood is and how the scene's going. And I'm not playing a literary genius, I'm sort of playing a husband and a father and a writer and an actor. So those things, breaking it down into those blocks makes it a bit easier.
Yeah, I like that. You're, it is a different person, because we all are these kind of characters, right? We all have these professions, but at the end of the day, we are a husband or a wife, a mother, daughter, so that's kind of that deeper layer of who someone is, which is beautiful. You play Agnes on stage. What makes her so compelling?
I think what's wonderful about this, the book, and of course the adaptation by Lolita Chakrabarti, and we're coming here with a company called the Royal Shakespeare Company, is that Agnes, it's written Agnes, but it's pronounced Agnes.
Okay.
Was married to William Shakespeare, but we know very little about her. Very little is known, so they've really brought her out of the shadows. And she's this sort of remarkable woman who was really close to nature, was entrepreneurial, and of course she was married to Shakespeare for many, many years. And it's been a great privilege to sort of to bring her to audiences and to play her every night.
Yeah, beautiful. The story has, of course, a lot of love and then also loss. How do you navigate this roller coaster of emotions every night on stage?
It can sometimes feel a little bit overwhelming, but at the same time, people applaud. Hopefully they applaud. Sometimes they stand up. We walk off, and then the conversation is, right, where are we going to grab some food, or where are we off to? So you kind of slip back into your real life pretty quickly. But it's sort of our job and responsibility to do a lot of that feeling, to go through this process of grief and of loss, maybe as a point of catharsis for people in the audience. You do it so that they don't have to, or they can take something out of the reflection. But yeah, for your own sanity, you also have to then go, right, show's over. And
yeah, I think that's true. And I think I always imagine we're sort of like a prism, and so if you're really present and open on stage, you're present with your other performers, you're using language, emotion, and it's contained within that space. And once you leave, as Rory said, you leave that behind you. Costume really helps me. I sort of wear a wig for my character, and we have an amazing costume, and that helps to sort of put the character on and take the character off.
Yeah.
Yes, I love that. What about the show being immersive? Take me through that, and what is it like for you being on stage in such an immersive experience?
Well, our set designer is a man called Tom Piper, who's worked a lot with the RSC, and he's created this really fantastic set, which is really versatile. And one moment it's it's an Apple store, the next it's a country home, the next it's a street in London.
Yeah.
So, and using sort of light and sound and costume, you obviously rely on your imagination, but a lot of it is sort of, you know, is given to you from what the sort of set design offers. But yeah.
Yeah, very fun. I know that audiences are going to definitely appreciate that and feel just so drawing. It helps to draw everyone in that much more. What do you want everyone to take away from this production?
Well, it does have pretty sad elements to it. There is a story of grief and of loss in there, but there is also a very strong thread of love and how a relationship or a family can overcome a tragedy, and the places in ourselves that you can find to help you through your dark moments. Because grief, in some shape, is a type of love. It's proof of the strength of a feeling, and there is a sort of hopeful message at the end of the play that hopefully people can hold on to if they choose.
Absolutely. Kemi-Bo, remind everyone, where can they come and see this, and how long are you guys here?
We're here to the 24th of March. We're playing at the American...
May, correct?
May.
Yes.
Sorry, the other M in the May, yeah. Sorry, we've been in the United States since sort of February, March, that's why I said that. So we're playing at the American Conservatory Theatre, that's right, isn't it?
Sure are.
In the centre of town.